Are you going to put it up there?
All right, and we are live.
Live.
Welcome to the Ben Mallah podcast, where Ben Mallah is going to answer your real estate questions. If you'd like to submit your question, go to benmallah.com. You can go to the podcast tab, and that's where you enter information to get your phone number, and we can give you a call. We're also going to be reading super chats, Aaron and me. So if you have questions, you can send us a super chat, and we will start answering questions.
Okay, we're live. God damn it, we're live. Oops, did I curse? I screwed up. Is that a curse? I'm not supposed to curse. I can't talk about this. I can't do that. Everything's got rules now. You can't just do it.
We went over this for 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
I didn't listen. Anyway,
10 minutes we went over this.
Again. Cancel it and go live again. All right, God damn it.
People are joining.
Oh, shit, I said it again. Anyway, that's not a curse. You know, damn is what beavers build.
All right, I'm just going to edit this one out, and that's it. All right, let's go live. Let's keep going.
All right, we're going to keep going. All right, we ain't been here in a while. We're going to keep going. You know, because we've been busy going broke. I can't believe how unhappy I am. I mean, hey, I'm the king. Hey, Mr. Trump. Yeah, I'm the greatest. Yeah. Bullshit.
I can't take him serious with the.
I am like totally depressed. Losing my everything, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. Get ready, baby boy. You get ready to be broke. You're going to be bagging a brown paper bag to lunch soon because the shit has hit the fan. $1 million a month. Negative.
A lot of dough.
To keep your stinking hotels open. We're losing it. Every month we work less and less and less. By the time this is over, we got nothing. I don't know what we're going to do. We're trying to make it. Trying. All right. I hope it's over soon because, March really that kicked us in the ass.
But then
April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We've been in hell for 8 months. 8 months of losing money. Years that it took me to build. Years. I worked my butt off. And now it just goes away. I'm not a loser. I've never lost my whole life. Nothing significant. But now I'm a loser. I used to be a winner. Now I'm a big fat loser going broke. Now you're the son of a big fat broke loser. How's it feel, Aaron? How's it feel?
Interesting.
But until we do, we're going to have a party. Yeah, right. All right, so what do we got today, Rafal? All right, what do we got?
We're going to arrange some phone calls, so if you have any questions, go to benmallah.com and go to the podcast tab so you can fill out the
send
form.
in some super chats so Rafal can pay his goddamn rent, because I can't pay it.
Yep.
I'm not paying nothing. I'm getting ready to tell my guys they need to come over here and start doing my landscaping. I'm going to get rid of the landscape bill. I'm going to try to get rid of all the bills I can. Some bills I can't get rid of. But I'm going through, I'm looking at every goddamn dollar we're spending, cutting the fat, baby, cutting the fat. No more shopping at those fancy stores, girlfriend. You're going back to Publix. Or you may have to go down to, what do you call it? What's the cheaper one? Food Center or something? I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, you mean like a different brand or what?
Talking to Polo. All right, so we got anybody needs any help today? We can help you on what we used to know because now we know nothing. Okay, as long as this stuff's going on and people are out of work, I don't understand. They're not extending any of the people that we had to lay off for more than 13 weeks. How do they expect people to survive? The unemployment cuts off after 13 weeks. This shit's been going on for 8 months. I mean, it's getting really ugly right now. What the hell are these people going to do? Oh my God, I think it's going to get worse. And in Europe, they say it's getting higher numbers. And the presidents don't know what the hell to do. And all they do is they're thinking about themselves. Two old guys that, they're trying to, I don't know what the hell. That's the best we got is these two old guys. One's head's too big and one head's too small. I mean, it's ridiculous. So all they care about, who's going to be the president? Neither one of them can solve today's problems. Phone's ringing, and I'm not answering it.
Anyways, we have a super chat. Shout out to Saul Merritt for the $9.99. Hey Ben, tried emailing and reaching out on getting John's Pass businesses on the Florida Beach advertising led billboard boat. And Dave on the advertising LED billboard boat.
Listen.
And
We'll get
Dave
a
left some
billboard boat.
voicemails. Talk to you soon, brother. Thank
Listen,
you.
John's Pass, read the news. Look up the news, John's Pass. There goes the camera. Carla! Come get your baby. Knock the camera over. All right.
Jackson,
We had technical difficulties. A 3-year-old was just attacked by a 3-year-old. Another story. I got lots of stories. The camera's still on or what? We're not live anymore?
No, we're live, but not
We're live, but the camera's not working? You can make the camera work or what?
working on it.
You're working on it. Anyway, I tell you, my luck's not going right. So that's the story. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, John's Pass. Read the news. I mean, it's the sand's taking over.
Okay, hold on. We're going to be right back. We're going to be right back.
Where are we going? Go back. Go back, Jack.
Let's see.
Hey, you know where the hell's the ashtray? I think it's outside.
All right, we're live.
I think it's right outside this door, maybe.
Sorry, guys.
We're live. Sorry about that. We got attacked by a 3-year-old. And he knocked the camera over. My nephew. Anyway, so where are we? John's Pass is the sand's taking over. We got everybody trying to work on it, help us. Hopefully they'll come up with a solution soon. Basically, it needs money. You know, they got all these problems, but you got to throw money at it. So, you know, the beach's problem. It's, you know, bringing in sand, and they should just fix it, you know. What else we got, Rapal? We got people calling in. Anybody need any help in real estate? I made an offer today on a public shopping center. See, I still got to work real estate. Even though I'm losing my shirt every month in hotels, I still got deals that I closed. I have to replace 1031s. I got to replace. I don't want to lose my shirt and have a big tax bill. And what the hell are we going to do come in December when we already spent all our damn reserve money for our tax bill, and then December comes and the property taxes are due? I don't know. It's a mess right now. And I don't think anybody's got the answer, but all I know is these are not good times. This is a year I want to forget. It started off with a bang, and then it went bust. So, what else we got?
Jack Quan Daniel, thanks for the $1.
$1, you cheap bastard! Oh, do we start again and I got in trouble for saying bastard?
Don't worry about it. I'm just going to edit it to get it.
So what else you got? You got a phone call coming in?
Get a phone call, yeah.
Try to get a phone call. I did lock in a great rate today. I got 3 years interest only on a 5-year loan at 2.27 on interest only. Hey, it's Ben. How are you doing today? How can we help you?
Doing all right. How you doing, Ben? It's Roger.
What's up, Roger?
Doing all right. Basically, I'm calling in because, or you guys called me today because I'm actually 21 years old. I'm out here in Palm Beach County, Florida. I'm actually about to buy this one distressed property that's located in Boynton Beach. It's like an old house that was built in like 1946. It's like in terrible condition. But I know you don't do much construction, but I do know this house is going to require me to actually build something new on it because the house is like complete garbage.
I mean, is
So,
the
like,
structure okay? It's not falling down, right? The outside okay? The foundation okay?
I walked in there, like I had my buddy with me. He's like 6'2", no, he's like 6'3", and like his head was touching the ceiling. I don't know if like the house is like habitable because when I was walking in there, it was just, it's like made out of wood and stuff like that. It's like sitting on bricks and everything.
I mean, you got to know whether or not, you know, you can rent it out. You want to rent it out, or what are you going to try to do with this house? You want to rent it out, right?
Yeah, this is going to be my first house I was actually going to purchase myself. I was actually going to build a duplex because it's zoned for a duplex, and there's like another plot of land next to it.
All right, so what are you going to, I mean, basically, all right, you're buying this house. How much you buying it for?
They're asking for $89,000.
$89,000 in Boynton Beach? That sounds even cheap for anything. All right, so you buy this house. How you buying it? You buying it with a loan?
Yeah, with the loan.
All right.
At first, I was gonna purchase it, and then I was gonna transfer it over to a home mortgage.
All right. How are you going to purchase it?
I know like my uncle's a hard money lender.
Okay,
So I was gonna
fine.
try to get.
All right, so you got the money lined up. You're going to buy this house, but you got to know how much money it's going to take to fix it. You know, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to try to rent it out and then refinance it down the road or something, or what?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to
Because it
do.
don't sound like a flip to me. It sounds, you know, I mean, you got to find out, make sure that how much money you got to play with. You need money to fix it up. You got to have a budget. You got to go in there and do a budget. You got to do a list of every damn thing you got to do to make that place rentable.
Yeah, I understand. So
Have you done it?
Is,
Holy
Say
shit.
again?
What happened? Something happened.
yeah, you caught me.
Are
at
you
work,
okay?
but,
Are you all right? You all right? Sounds like you got
I'm
hurt.
all right. No, I'm just at work right now.
Oh, sorry. You don't get in trouble. Hey, but seriously, you got the money to fix this place up?
To fix it up? No, I was just gonna build a new duplex right on top. of it.
You got the money to do that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can come up with
So
that.
what are you going to do? Knock it down and build a duplex? Or are you going to leave it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock it down and build a duplex.
You're going to knock it down and build a duplex. Well, you know, if that makes sense, that's, you know, makes sense. I mean, you know, how much is a duplex going to cost? You going to stick build it? You going to do modular? What are you going to do? How's the neighborhood?
The neighborhood's all right. I was actually walking by there yesterday, talking to like the neighbors and everything like that. They said they were basically telling me things like, as long as I mind my own business and everything should be fine, stuff like that.
As long as they mind your own business, shit. That's very neighborly. Hey, as long as you mind your own goddamn business, we'll get along just fine on this block, buddy. What kind of bullshit is that? People used to bring you fucking cakes and flowers and shit. Now, just mind your own business and everything will work out. That's what humans have turned into now. But, I mean, seriously, you got to have a plan. If your plan is to do that duplex and the numbers work, you'll get some good rent over there. I'd look into some modular construction because they have to let you do modular. You know, they can't stop you, and they make them like where you can't even tell they're modular anymore. Because stick building, I don't know, you got to price it out. What are you going to do? Two units, about 1,000 square feet apiece?
Yeah, exactly. But I think I'm eligible to make it 1,500 per each unit.
1,500 square feet? Now you're talking. Now you're talking good money because a family will need it. You know, and don't build the bedrooms too big, but make as many bedrooms as you can. You know, it's all about the bedrooms. So, you know, but I'd look into modular too if I was you before you would get a contractor to bid it. And then I'd also go to a modular factory and just ask them how much they're going to be rentals. All right? If you're doing as rentals, all you care about is as cheap as you can build it and the more you can charge for rent. So, all right, good luck to you. I wish you the best and congratulations.
Thank you, man.
In fact, when you close the deal, then I'll ring the bell. Call us back when you close the deal.
Definitely, I will.
All right, good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
And stay out of Opalaka. All right.
All right, we have some super chats. Kevin Davidson, thanks for the $4.99.
All right.
How does an election affect real estate?
Election fix real estate? Well, I mean, it's simple. I don't know why, but I wish this damn country could just be one party. You know, why can't they just find a middle ground? The Democrats, they want to collect as much tax as they can, and they want to spend as much money as they can. That's the way the Democrats work. It's basically simple. The Republicans, they're more, you know, business greedy type, which is greed is good shit, you know, and they want to make a lot of money. They want to pay as little tax as possible, and they want everybody to take care of their goddamn self. With the exception of people that can't take care of themselves, then you got to have money for them. Okay? So that's what it's all about. You know, if the Democrats come into office, they're going to screw up the 1031 to try to. That's going to just really put the friggin' knife in me in turn. I mean, that's dead. And once they get rid of 1031, I'm done. I'm retired. Good luck with all you kids. And, you know, hopefully there's some money left for you guys to live off of. But anyway, you know, they want to double the damn, the Democrats want to double the damn tax to 40% from 20%. I mean, this is the bullshit I hear in the news. I don't know. You can't even get a straight story anymore. All I know is that, you know, the whole country needs to come together and just, you know, get along and find that middle ground so we all get what we want. You know, it's very possible, believe me. You know, it's just they let their personalities get in the way, you know, and they like control. Forget about control. Just do the right goddamn thing for everybody. All right, what else we got?
Prada, thanks for the $4.99. Hi, Ben. Do you have any tips on stock trading? And also, what sector of the market has made you guys the most money?
I don't want to talk about stocks. I suck when it comes to stocks. You know, and I always sit to myself and I say, you know what? I'm not that stupid. Why did I not take every penny I ever made and put it in tech? It's the future. I mean, why did I do that? That was my generation. That was what I was supposed to do. That would have been my backup plan. I mean, I said 6 months ago, all I keep hearing about is iCloud. I look up iCloud. I should have fucking made a list of every goddamn company involved with iCloud. I should have put money on them, and they'd be double right now in a matter of months. I mean, you know, I'm not the person to ask when it comes to stocks, and neither are the goddamn stockbrokers, is what it seems like. I, most of my life, just played it safe and bought muni bonds, because I can always leverage those muni bonds at like 90% at a very low rate, and I can hurry up with money and buy a deal and not wait for the bank. And that's what always helped me. So I had to always be my own bank. I had to be a bridge. I look like a bridge, I've been told. But this bridge ain't collecting no goddamn tolls right now. That's the problem. I ain't no toll bridge. I'm more like a troll under the bridge. That's what I'm going to be if these friggin' hotels don't get some goddamn rooms rented. Holy shit. I can't sleep at night. All right, what do we got?
Roman Chuckskin, thanks for the $5. Ben, what will you do if Biden wins and gets rid of 1031?
I'm going to cry like a big fat baby. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be really bad because then we're going to, you know, if we sell something, we're going to have to pay. He wants to take it from 20% to 40%. It's ridiculous capital gain. So what are you going to do? You know, we shouldn't go down that route. The only reason why people grow in this country is because of things like the 1031. If it wasn't for the 1031, I'd have nothing. The 1031 forced me to go out and do another deal and keep 20% in my pocket and invest it in the other deal and make me more money. Otherwise, I'd have nothing if it wasn't for the 1031. It's like the government forced me to be, you know, to get ahead. It's like they pushed me to get ahead. And what did I do? I went out and got ahead. And I started spending millions at Home Depot. And I started paying out all these commissions to brokers and all the people I employ. And I grew. You know, we had like 800 employees before this damn crazy thing went on. You know, and now we got barely nothing. You know, that PP loan money, we PP that away. That peed away. And shit, that was gone. You know, first time we did a few payrolls, we peed that money away. All right, what else we got?
Nicholas Fry, thanks. Shout out to him for the $4.99. Want some advice on my duplex in South Florida regarding cash flow versus take the equity?
It depends. What's your cash flow? If your cash flow is say $1,000 a month and you're getting $12,000 a year, but you can take it and sell it and get say $100,000, it's going to take you 12 years to get that $100,000. 10 years. Well, $12,000 a year into 100 is going to take you 8 years roughly. So, you know, do you want to wait 8 years for the $100,000? You want the $100,000 now. And if you take the $100,000 now, what the hell are you going to do with it? It's very hard to find a deal, but I think they're coming. I see a crash coming. I'm sorry, but don't judge me on predictions. Interest rates are so damn low, they can't crash right now. It's impossible. So, you got a caller coming in.
You're trying.
But figure it out. Cash flow versus money in my pocket. Then what I do.
Got a caller.
Hello?
Hey, it's Ben. How are you today? How can we help you?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, you say that the 1031 is the way to go, but you're always rolling, you have to roll the money into the next deal that you do, and I'm just wondering, how do you get money in your personal bank account if you're always rolling the money over?
Well, once you,
sense.
yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You can't touch the 1031 money. You know, you can't. But when you roll into that next deal, tell those kids to shut up. I'm just kidding. You're in the same. My house sounds like that too a lot. Hey, but you know,
Right.
the 1031 money you can't touch. So you know, you get it. But once you close that deal, you got cash flow coming in. So you can live off the cash flow you got coming in for the property once you use that 1031 money to buy it. And then once you get in there and you fix it up, and you know, and you get it running right, and it's worth more money, then you know you don't just sell it. You go out and you refinance it, and hopefully get all your money back. Now you're sitting there with a property that cash flows with none of your own money invested, and the refi money from the bank is tax free. When you borrow money against you know, your property from the bank, you don't pay tax on it because you got to pay it back. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's the way it
All right.
works. Good luck to you. Take care. I hope you do well.
All right, appreciate it.
And my wife went out and bought these little gummies and makes the baby go to sleep at night now. Thank God, because... What else we got? You got anything here or what?
Yeah, more super
What's
chats.
for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
Super chat.
That's
Super
a
chat.
good question.
What you got?
Jaquan Daniel, thanks for the $2. How do you feel about the insurance industry?
Insurance industry. You know, it's scaring me to think about the insurance company because they're off the hook. They didn't lose a goddamn dime during this shit. You know why? Because nobody had insurance for it. Believe it or not, it did exist, but it was expensive as hell. And now I know why. Because if the insurance companies were responsible for all our business loss, they'd be broke. They'd be bankrupt. So the insurance companies are sitting back laughing their asses off now, but they got to figure out what to do. Well, are we ever going to insure this type of thing? And they're going to charge you so much money that you're not going to be able to afford it. So it's a big problem, you know, but insurance companies do whatever they can to pay you as little as they can. You know, that's the business they're in. Collect as much as you can and pay out as little as you can. So, you know, insurance is getting ugly. You know, you can't even insure a goddamn house or a boat during a hurricane. You know that? You can't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to put all your deals on hold. All right, what else you got? I wish that would have happened to me. I wanted to buy that goddamn boat, but I couldn't use my deposit.
Dionio, thanks for the $5. Ben, can you elaborate more on your past experience investing in Texas, the bad and good?
You know, I was in Houston. You know, I did pretty good, bopping around, booping around, whatever, here and there, buying a building, flipping it. I was in a good time. It's all about timing. You know, but, you know, Pasadena kicked little Ben's ass. That was 1,000 apartments in a little town where you didn't do our homework in. You know, the steel mills ain't got a lot of employees. Not steel mill. The oil refineries don't have a lot of employees anymore. So we didn't do our homework. Texas has got a sneaky school tax that goes along with your property tax. We didn't know that. It was pretty rough. You know, they don't really have the, I don't know. It's like they have their own laws there. You know, they do things differently, you know. So, anyway, I did all right. We made money. You know, luckily there was a fire right before we left, not by our doing, and that helped a little. But it was all right, you know. Just, you know, but when you go into neighborhoods that don't have a lot of money flowing in them, you got to be careful because if the money ain't flowing, it ain't going. And you ain't going to be collecting the money. So, you know, we were sitting there with sometimes a couple of hundred vacant apartments out of 1,000. That's crazy. And then I had to spend $1 million to put electric meters in every apartment because when I bought it, it was master metered. I had a goddamn $100,000 a month bill. I had 1,000 apartments. Every apartment was $100 on average. I got a bill from the electric company for $100,000 every month. And then we said, screw this. We went out and we bought meters. We got a good deal for $1 million for $100 a unit. No, how much? $1,000 a unit times 100 units. What's that? No, 1,000 units times $1,000 a unit. That cost me $1 million. I put an electric meter in every single unit, and that relieved. The day I did that, then the property was worth more money because now the tenant's got to pay the damn electric. That saved me $100,000 a month, which is $100,000 a month. A year is
1.2.
Very good. Ding ding. You'll get a bell for that one. All right. So that's the story with Texas, but I ain't going back. What else you got?
We have more super chats.
Super chat.
Brescia, thanks for the $4.99. When is the next Life for Sale live event?
I don't know. You know, we did 2. They went really, really well. Had a great time. I can't thank those people enough for coming out and supporting us in our hotels. Had some action that night. But, you know, I want to see what's going on with this crazy thing because I don't want to endanger nobody, you know, and be blamed for nothing. I mean, I don't know. We got to wait and see. You know, I want to see if this thing's getting worse or better or what. I mean, even with the testing and the masks and the spreading out, still a risk factor there. Anyway, we'll see. But hopefully, maybe in November, we'll see. We're thinking about it. But maybe we'll just do smaller groups. Maybe I'll do like 3 in a row of 50-person group. Maybe I can do that. That's an idea. Maybe we'll do that. All right, I don't care. If it means renting a goddamn room, I'll go up there and hang out and help people and do whatever the hell I can do. But I need rooms rented. I mean, this is ridiculous what I'm doing right now. What else you got? You got no phone calls? You got no super chats? We got nothing. Nobody cares anymore.
We have plenty of super chats, plenty of supporters.
Ben247, thanks for the $2.50. Have you thought of going public on NYSE?
I'm not on that level, okay? We're a family business. I don't even like partners. Forget about the whole goddamn world to answer to and regulations and all that crap. That's not me. I never went big time like that. I mean, you know, if somebody came along and said, hey, I'll buy your whole goddamn life, I'll put it on the table. If they want to write the check, they can take it and do what the hell they want. People always told me I should, but I don't like playing with other people's money. I like to be in control. And, you know, the ship's going down, but screw it. I'll go down with the ship if I got to. But I can't deal with all those regulations and people and all that paperwork and red tape, crap, corporate bullshit. What else you got?
Trying to get a caller.
Trying to get a caller. We're trying to get a caller.
You got a caller.
We got a caller. We got a caller. Hello. We got no caller. You liar.
Hey, Ben, how's it going?
Hey, how are you? How can we help you?
Good. Well, I've been cold calling, and this is my first year in the business. I'm actually 18, so I know, like, I'm in the financial markets as well with trading all types of stocks, foreign exchange, and things, and the market is going into a hellhole. So, like I'm still cold calling, and I still want to invest, but, like, right now it's just a pain in the ass with all this going on.
You're absolutely right. Everything is crazy. Nobody knows what the hell to do. They don't know if they should sell, should buy, should this or that. I don't know. Nobody knows, you know, so maybe it's just best to just wait on the sidelines until we see what happens. I don't know. All I know is a lot of companies going out of business, and, you know, real estate's still expensive because, you know, interest rates are low, and I don't know. People aren't traveling, so they got extra money now to put a down payment down on houses and stuff, but, you know, it's a crazy market, you know. Best to just, I'm sitting on the sideline unless the deal looks that good or I'm trying to save my 1031. I'm just doing nothing.
Correct.
All right? Well, good luck to you. I wish you the best. Keep it going. 18, man.
Thank you, Ben. You too.
Be a millionaire by 28. All it takes is the desire. I mean, you know, even these days, you can still find something to do. You know, there's always opportunity out there. It's just you got to look for it, you know, and you got to get in the game. You got to get around the right people. What else you got?
Every and any market is hot.
Every market's always hot if you put the time into it. What else
Correct.
we got? Anything else today?
Marcus G, thanks for the $4.99. Ben Mallah for president 2024.
I'll be dead by then. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't want that job. It's too much bullshit, you know? They don't want to get along. They don't want to just sit down like intelligent people and realize, hey, let's get this country right. Let's all get along. Let's have a great life, you know? People just too worried about the damn selves, you know?
So,
All right, what else you got?
Saul Merritt, thanks for the $4.99. Everybody's putting $4.99.
$4.99, no cheapskate. God damn you.
What do you think of Gators Cafe closing for good? Potential real estate buy for you?
You know, I know all about that land. He's talking about the land across from John's Pass. There's a marina there. There's Gators was there. It's a big, rough-looking piece of land. Could somebody scrape it and build condos? Hell yeah, they could, but not me. Plus, the insurance company is nuts. They wanted some crazy price for it. They own it. They took it back in foreclosure, and now they think they're going to make a fortune on it. Well, good luck with that. And maybe they will. I don't know, but not for me. I'm not a big-time condo builder. But hopefully somebody will do something there because it's right across from my property, so that'll help me if the sand ever goes away. Maybe they'll build something and take that goddamn sand away from my place and use it to build over there. That would be great. All right, well, good luck. Thanks a lot. What else you got?
David G, thanks for the $5.
David G. What's the G stand for? Gangsta.
Any good idea to find something with a good yield? Stocks are so high and property cap rates of 4% are not very attractive. I have 1.5 million getting 0.
Well, you know, you're in the same boat as me. What I did recently, I bought into a muni bond fund. I think it was called the Rochester Muni Bond Fund. I've had it before, and normally, you know, it pays like, I don't know, right now, damn things are so low. It pays like 4.5%, maybe tax-free. I mean, but it's fairly safe because it's only tied up in muni bonds, which are pretty safe. And they were only paying like 2% right now. So, I don't know, that's what I did. I mean, I've been trying to look into other stuff, you know, trying to buy maybe some strong dividend stocks. AT&T is paying like, I forgot, but it's paying a good dividend. I was looking into, you know, some other real estate stuff, but then I'm afraid of real estate. If that goes screwed, then there goes the dividend. But, you know, right now you can buy some triple net retail. It's starting to come down. You know, I'm looking at 7 caps right now and offer them. If they want, I don't know where you're at with a 4 cap. 4 cap is like top of the line. 4 cap is a Starbucks in the best neighborhood. You know, I turned down a Starbucks just the other day because the neighborhood wasn't that populated, and they were still paying like a 5.5, a 6 cap on a Starbucks, 6 cap, I think. So, you know, and then if you leverage it, you know, your 6 cap turns into like 14% on your money, you know, depending on how good of an interest rate you get. So I keep looking at triple nets and find a really good brand if you can. and then just borrow the money. That $1.5 million will get you all the way up to about $5 million or more. All right, good luck.
David D'Agostino, thanks for the $9.99.
D'Agostino!
Ben, I'm 23 and live at home in Massachusetts. Pay no rent, pre-approved for $230,000 FHA. Trying to buy a duplex. Problem is prices up here are nuts right now. Should I wait for forbearance period to end?
Go to Holyoke. That's a really, I haven't been there many years, but it was, anyway, you got to get out there and you're just going to have to find your first deal. Your first deal ain't going to be the pie in the sky, all right? Get out there, find a neighborhood that you can afford to buy into, and get your first deal cooking, man. You're just going to have to go outside your comfort zone, and if you're working, hopefully it won't be a big commute to work. But, you just going to have to go out there and find it wherever you got to go. That's what you got to do. All right? And then maybe you'll find a triplex or a fourplex for that price, for the money you qualified for. All right, what else you got?
Wham Bam, thanks for the $24.99.
Wham Bam, thank you, ma'am.
Hey Ben, do you buy properties in flood zones? How do you deal with rehabs that are limited by FEMA 50% rule?
FEMA. You know what? We got hit with a hurricane once, and I said, FEMA. And then they said Little Ben said they won't give us any money. I said, no, FEMA. Find every Mexican available. Get this shit fixed now. Anyway, what was the question?
Do you buy properties in flood zones?
Flood zones. Well, you got to be careful because if you got a flood zone, then you can have flood insurance. And depending on what flood zone it's in, depends on how much insurance you're going to pay. And then, if it's a house, I think the state has a program. But, you definitely have to consider flood zones when you're buying any property. It's just not good. It's another expense you got, and then you don't want a flood either. So what else you got? What else do you want? FEMA? I don't know. FEMA, Shmema. I mean, if you're in a flood zone, the property's got to, I don't know. You got to be prepared for a flood or have the insurance. You ain't going to raise the goddamn building up. That's going to cost too much money. Hello?
This is Chandler.
Hey, this is Ben. Yeah, hello?
How you doing, Ben?
Fine. How are you?
Good. Hey, I got a quick question for you. I'm kind of in a point in my life where I'm about to pivot a little bit. I recently was working on the private debt side for a life insurance company, and I see an opportunity out in a city out in Idaho where there's not really a mortgage broker out there. So I'm considering becoming a mortgage broker and starting my own firm out there. Or I wanted to get your opinion on the idea of maybe going into development for a firm out here as well that does about 10 developments every 2 years or so.
In the same area? In the same location?
Area, yep.
Then do both. Yep. I mean, can you do both? I mean, if you want to become a mortgage broker, what are you going to do? Just open up a shop, you got your license ready and all that?
Well, yeah, there's no license required or anything like that on the commercial side. So,
and, so you can basically, people are going to come to you to need a loan. You're going to try to help them get a loan, and you're going to have contact all the banks that are loaning and try to fit them for the loan, right?
Yeah, banks and life insurance companies. I think the biggest thing is I'm 25 years old, and I think convincing people to use my services, like the developers or local investors.
What is your services? What are you going to do for developers?
So, if you're going to go develop an apartment complex, let's say 300 units, and you needed $50 million in debt, you'd come to me, and I would build a packet for you and offering memorandum to go take to the banks or life insurance companies to find you a loan. And then the way I would get paid is, say, if I got you $50 million, you'd pay me a point fee on that. So it'd be $500,000 for that.
Very good, very good. I mean, if you can get into that, if you can get into that on your own, then that's great. Because then eventually what will happen is you'll become part of the development deal. That's, hopefully you'll grow into being not just loaning the money for the deal, but maybe getting involved with some of those deals. But, you definitely want to go whatever you like and you feel you can make money at. You had your choice. Either you want to go out and find loans for developers, or what was the other one?
Just work for a developer, so be the one that's on the ground, boots running, and be responsible for a couple developments. This guy does about 10 developments a year, and so he'd just hand off a couple to me. And what
are you going to do?
What do you mean?
What are you going to do for him? What are you going to do? What's your job description?
Just run with the deals. If he's got 10 of them, taking 2 of them, I'm do everything from getting permits and getting investors lined up and everything, getting financing, all that stuff.
Oh, that's very good. If you have the ability to do that, that's great. I mean, that's great. Can you do them both?
And yeah, that's a good question. And then 2, I think just longevity. I think if I would do the mortgage brokering side, I think I'm going to make more money in the short run, but in the long run, I don't know. Like, I guess as far as the upside say I go work for this guy for 5 years and then start doing my own developments.
Well, it'd be nice if you could try to do them both. Help people loans and help people get loans, and then also work with this guy in development.
No, I agree. I get the best of both worlds.
All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck and try to do them both if you can. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, come on. When I was 25, I was working 18 hours a day. You can do them both. God damn it. Do it. All right. Good luck to you. Take care.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Ben.
So anyway, what else we got?
IGH Properties. Thanks for the $100.
IGH, $100. That's our number one fan, our number one man. This guy came. I think he came to both events.
He did. He came to both.
He's a great guy, and I wish him the best of luck. I hope he scores a deal because he's a great guy. I met him. We hung out twice, and I really appreciate it. And Lord knows, Rafal, and then Rafal, you're gonna start paying me some money. I'm sorry. You gotta stop. You gotta take care of USA before you take care of Poland now. All right. What else we got?
Ben, sorry to hear about John's pass. I am sure you will figure this one out, as you always do. That ship captain on the interview was a tool. He made it sound worse than it probably is. Had a great time in Orlando. Thank you again. Can't wait for the next Life for Sale Live.
Great. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope John's pass gets cured up, man. What else we got?
Marcus Simon Futter. Thanks for the $3.99. And said cool.
Cool, man. Cool.
John,
all right. You got no more phone calls tonight? Nothing? Nobody wants to talk? Nobody's got a goddamn problem?
Keep it short today.
I'm sitting here ready to help somebody out, and nobody wants no goddamn help. I don't get it. Yeah. All right?
One more super chat. John Rome, thanks for the $2. Hey, howdy, baby. Trump 2020.
Yeah. I don't know. We got much of a choice. We got Trumpy and Schlumpy. I don't know. I just wish they'd all just stop,
Hello?
Hello, it's Ben. How are you today?
How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How can I help you?
Good. I just have a quick question. So I'm doing wholesaling right now, wholesaling real estate, basically just flipping contracts to different investors. And I was wondering, at what point would you suggest to get into flipping like commercial? Because, when you're wholesaling, you can scale to, a certain degree, but at some point, you're doing so many different transactions. So like you're making millions of dollars, but you're doing 500 transactions, let's just say, when you could do, commercial and just do one transaction and make, the same amount of money, if not more. You know what I mean? So at what point would you kind of make that transition? Like, let's say when you were flipping to, bigger deals like commercial deals.
I mean, you can't stop one thing to do another. You have to figure out a way to keep that money flowing in and then, expanding your contacts. I mean, if you want to start flipping commercial contracts, honestly, I don't know anybody that flips commercial contracts. I mean, every deal I ever got was through a broker.
No, not commercial, like actually doing the flips, not the contract.
Oh, doing
the flips.
Well, you got to actually buying a piece of property and flipping it, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, now you want to become, now you don't want to be the middleman no more. Now you want to be the end game. So that's fine.
Right.
Well, you know how to do it. You're in the middle. You're seeing everybody else around you doing it. What you got to do is now you got to become the buyer. You got to get out there and find the right deal to buy. How much money you got to work with.
So right now, I mean, I'm in the process of scaling. I think in terms of profit, I think probably within the next year, I should be able to make close to $1 million. And then from there, that's what I'm saying. I can always wholesale. You know what I mean? I can always wholesale.
You got to keep
but like I said,
wholesaling. You got to keep wholesaling because if that's what your bread and butter is, you can't stop the bread and butter. Then while you're working on the bread and butter, you got that keeping you alive. Then you got to try to get the jelly, you know, and you know you got to just you need to get lined up with a lender that's going to loan you some money. Okay, number one. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. And then you got to start looking for the deal that you know there's fat in there that you can buy it and fix it and sell it or refinance it or do something. You know, you know the game. You're just in the middle. You find a hot deal. You know how to recognize a deal because if you didn't, it wouldn't be worth wholesaling. So, you know how to recognize a deal. You see value. Your whole job is to see value and flip it to the guy that was too lazy to go out there and find it and you put forth the effort to, right? You're the one that made the effort to go find a deal. Now you flip it to a guy and you make a few bucks and he makes a lot of money. Now you want to be that guy that's making a lot of money. But why commercial? What are you wholesaling right now? You're wholesaling houses or what?
Yeah, so I do a little bit of everything. We do houses, we do land, we do mobile homes, we wholesale basically everything.
Well, now you need to pick out the cream of the crop, and you need to be the guy that you gets wholesale too. You need to be your own customer now. You know, you need to, now you take the cream of the crop deals where you know that you're going to make money on it, and don't give it to the next guy. You keep it. You just got to have the money to do it.
Right. So let me ask you this, and I'll let you go. So when you first did your first commercial deal, right? I mean, like, what kind of money did you start with, though, at that point? You know, like, how much did you have?
I started with nothing, okay, basically. You know, my first deal I ever made money on was like a shitty duplex. I don't know. It could have been, like, even so cheap that, it was like the worst place in town. And luckily, I had a mortgage broker that helped me out and got me the money. And I put down whatever I had saved up, whether it was like 10 grand or something, and made it happen, You got to get out there and just make it happen. That was like a duplex. And then, I took the profit off of that, and then I grew into another one or another triplex or something else. That's why.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, in terms of like the bigger commercial deals, like the whole, like the video.
I had to work my way up. I started with nothing in little units, duplexes, fourplexes, and then, I got hold of a guy that kind of had money, so I kind of rode his coattail. And we started doing, I remember our first deal was like a 14-unit building. And then from that, I graduated from the 14 into like a 40. And then from the 40, went to 80. And next thing you know, we got a few hundred units sitting around. And then we had 1,000 units sitting around. I mean, it's a growing process. But you got to get out there and just find anything that'll make you money. But now you need to stop flipping the deals to other guys, and you got to do the deal. But only do the good ones. The ones that you really don't have a lot of fat in them. All right?
All righty.
Good luck to you, but go get lender qualified. You ain't got shit without the bank's money, I'm telling you, no big deals.
Leverage.
Leverage, baby. Take it. At 3% money? Come on, it'd be crazy not to. I hope everybody understands. When you buy a 6 cap on something, okay, I'll sit here if I had a calculator and do the numbers for you. But if you buy it at a 6 cap and you're getting $60,000 a year off of that $600,000, no, that would be a 10 cap. Anyway, the point is this, all right? If you buy something and use the bank's money, you're only paying the bank 3 on most of the damn deal's money, and you're getting 6. You're making 3% on the bank's money, all right? And that makes your money worth a lot more.
Right. Absolutely.
All right, good luck to you.
All righty. All right, thanks.
This is the solar calculator. I don't know if it's going to work here. It's real simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you buy a building for $100,000, let's just say, use a small number here, $100,000, okay? And you go to the bank and you can get 75%. I can get 80, by the way. All right? $100,000. That means you got $25,000 in the game, right? 75 to bank, 25 to you. All right? If you're getting a 6 cap on that $100,000, 6% return, that's $6,000 a year. All right. But you borrowed $75,000 from the bank. You multiply that by the 3%. You owe the bank only $2,250. $6,000 minus $2,250 equals $3,750 on a $25,000 investment. You know what kind of return that is? A lot. Shit, it's about $3,750, $25,000. I don't even know how to do that calculation. times 15%, $37.50. I guessed it. You get a 15% return on your money because you're borrowing the banks at 3 and you're getting 6. It's simple math. Even Aaron can do it. What else you got?
We have some super chats.
Super chat.
David G. Thanks again for the
David
$5.
G.
I'm looking for a lot of triple net, but what are you looking for specifically in a triple net property? I'm in New Jersey. Which brand, cap rate, lease duration, corp guarantee?
I mean, you know, you want the best tenant you can possibly find that you know is going to stay there and pay their rent. All right? You get into these mom and pops, it's risky. You want a national brand. I'm telling you the best case scenario. Sometimes you got to give a little, okay? You want the best national tenant you can find. You want the longest lease left that you can get. You know, maybe a 10-year, 15-year, and then make sure there's options in it for them after that. All right? You want the best tenant with the best credit, the best money, like a Walgreens or whatever you got in New Jersey, Eckerd. I don't know what they got in New Jersey. Or, I don't know. I forgot. It's been so long. CBS? I don't know. Anyway, best tenant, longest term lease. You want to preferably get into a newer building because sometimes you're responsible for the roof or something, you know. You want a good piece of property. You want a good location. And you want the best, highest cap rate you can get. I mean, that's it. You got to just keep looking, you know. I turn down at least 50 or 100 a day, at least on my computer. What else you got? Grocery stores are great if you can afford them. I'm getting ready to buy a grocery store.
Artist saying, thank you for the $7.99. Should I use my capital to pay down my mortgage, or should I reinvest in more property or stock?
If you pay down your mortgage and you're sitting there, big deal. You got a low mortgage. I mean, it depends, you know, especially if you're paying, you know, if it's an interest rate problem where you're going to save a bunch of money, I'd try to refinance before I'd pay it down if you want to lower your mortgage. Otherwise, you know, it takes money to make money. So if you pay down your mortgage, you ain't got that money no more. It's tied up in the damn property. You want to take that money and find a deal to make you more money. That's how you grow. You know, and if your mortgage is too high, try to refinance and get a lower rate. But if you pay down the mortgage, then you're sitting there with a little more cash flow, but you ain't got no growth.
Revelation Flooring Group TV. Thank you for the $9.99. Hello, Ben. I bought my first home in 2009. Can I qualify today as a first-time buyer again? Thank you. Love your videos.
I don't know. That's a good question. If you paid off an FHA loan, I know you might be able to get another one. I think the VA also works that way, but you need to talk to a lender. I'm not a lender, you know, but it's a good question. I'm sorry I can't answer it, but I don't think you are anymore because you already bought a house. First time is first time, you know. Once you do it the first time, that's it. The first is over. So anyway, you know, look into it, call the bank and ask them or whoever, you know, you want to get a loan from. All right, good luck to you. You got something there?
Wiz, thanks for the $1.99. Yo, Ben, give me a loan.
Give you a loan? I need a loan. I'm going broke right now. I'm so poor I can't pay attention. That's the oldest joke in the world.
Hello?
Hello, it's Ben. How are you today? How can we help you?
Hey, Ben. Hey, so I'm over here in Miami. I have 3 properties. I bought one in Coral Gables using the money that I was supposed to use for college, and I did very well on that. Purchase. I got a good equity, and with that, I bought another house in Alapata. It was a duplex, but I bought that house back in March when this whole COVID thing happened. I was supposed to live there with my girlfriend, but both of us lost our jobs, so I ended up lucking out, and I rented out both units.
Very good.
Now I have the home, the original home that I bought. I'm paying like a 5% on that, and the other one is an FHA, and I'm paying like a 4.5 on there. We were just talking about caps and all these returns, and my cap rates aren't that well. The only thing that I've lucked out is the fact that the equity on my first home went up so much. So now I'm kind of, you know, I don't have any debt except for the 2 mortgages that I have, and they're more or less being paid off by the new tenants that I have. But what do you think should be my next move? Or
let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah.
Coral Gables is a very high-end area, okay? I just came back from that area. So how much equity do you have in that Coral Gables house?
So I looked at it. I'm probably looking at like 200 grand.
200 grand. How much you got into it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Little by little, what I've been doing with it is, as the rent money comes in, like whatever, like $500-$600 I've made from that, I've been putting in to improve it. But my dad and I have, we're not handyman by any means, but through YouTube and just learning how to do things, we've little by little been improving it. So it's a good looking house. The one thing that really helped me out is the fact that people are buying older homes like mine in that same area. They're just knocking them down and they're putting $2-3 million homes.
All right, so how much does the house cash flow right now?
How much? I'm sorry?
Does the house cash flow after you pay the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really making any profit, but everything's being paid for by that house.
Because it's buying down your principal every month, right?
Correct.
All right, so how much do you owe on the house?
It's at $280.
You owe $280, but you can make $200 if you sell it?
Yes.
All right, and how much is your cash flow? How much you paying down every month on that principal and all that? How much is your real cash flow?
20. So with taxes, interest, principal, it all comes out to $2,500.
How much is the rent?
I'm getting. Let me see. I'm getting $3,000.
So you're making $500 a month, right?
Potentially, but it all goes back into the house,
All right, so $500 a month plus maybe what? Another $500 to principal?
No, so the entire maybe $800 goes towards principal, and then
All right.
the rest is interest.
All right, so you got $1,300 a month cash flow, correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, $1,300 a month cash flow. That's about what? 15 grand a year. Would you rather sit back and make 15 grand a year, or would you rather have your hands on $200,000? It's going to take you what is it? How many years? It's in, you don't know, Aaron. Yeah, 200,000. 200,000 divided by 15 equals 13 point something years. Looks like. Anyway, the point is this: if you had 200 grand in your pocket right now, what would you do with it?
I would probably look into getting a 4-unit area somewhere in not Wynwood, probably Alapata, a little Haiti.
Well, that's the point. The point is they're just sitting around. You're buying down a mortgage. You got $500 coming in your pocket. You can't do shit. No offense. You can't do anything. You want to grow. Now another option is this. Maybe because interest rates are so goddamn low right now, you might be able to get your hands on not a 200, but maybe close to it, and refinance it. Okay, you might be able to pull some money out of there and then keep the house. The house may not cash flow anymore, but it's still paying down your principal. But you won't have the $500. But then you have the cash and the house at the same time. I mean, let's
thinking, but they want to prove me without since I'm still kind of unemployed. I'll eventually get called back, but that's the one thing that's stopping me.
What about your father? Your father's not involved?
What's that?
Your father's not involved?
No.
All right.
No, it's kind of been my money. My dad's the one that's been helping me.
All right. Well, the point is, if he can't get a loan for you, I mean, if he co-signs, will he co-sign for you? Will he qualify with you?
I could probably talk him into it.
Well, then you could try to get your dad in there, go see the bank, and say, hey, how much can you loan me against this house? And you got to pay off the first mortgage, and then how much is going to be left to put in your pocket? You got to find that out. And then, on the other hand, you could say, well, screw it. I'd rather have the 200 grand in my pocket to go out and start growing and building more of my portfolio, because that 200, being unemployed is not a good thing right now because you want to get a loan. You don't want to spend that whole 200. You want that 200 to be worth 800. 200 times 4 is 8. You want to buy something for 800,000 with that 200. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you're not going to be able to really grow unless you get your hands on some cash. Either try to refinance with your father or somebody co-signing for you, or sell the damn thing, take the 200,000 and go out and find your next deal.
Yeah.
All right.
And Ben, I wanted to thank you because through watching your show, you gave me an idea. The way that I bought my Alapata house, I basically bought that with zero money.
That's great. Congratulations.
I got my real estate license. Instead of asking for a price down, I just used the bank's money. And I also put my commission, my 3% commission, into the house. and
Very good. Congratulations.
and, it was tax free, and basically zero money out of pocket, and it wouldn't have been for listening to the listeners and you guys. It's helped out.
Well, I'm glad you helped, but don't stop. Keep going. It sounds like you got a real knack for this stuff. It sounds like you enjoy it. It sounds like you know where to go even try to find the next deal. You better brush up on your French if you're going to Little Haiti. And, that's the story. But try to go Section 8 if you can, all right? But good luck to you, and I wish you the best, okay? Good luck. Take care.
Bless,
Congratulations.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. All right, what else you got? Anything else?
Super chat.
Super chat. Start chatting.
They're gonna make me read this one. Boom. Thanks for the $2.99. Ben, did you fart?
Oh, you don't have to read that.
All right.
For the
Anyway,
stream.
no, not lately. Maybe after dinner. Check back with me.
Parasailing the
Depends
past.
what she's making for dinner.
Thanks for the $4.99.
Mexicans, they like to cook those beans. What?
Parasailing the past. Thanks for the $4.99.
Parasailing the past. Soon you're going to be sand sailing if we don't friggin' get rid of that goddamn sand and get some water in there. What else you got?
Thanks for the $2.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got?
Jack, thanks for the $4.99. Hi, Ben. How did you become so fearless in life? You're an inspiration for me to keep going. Thank you for that.
You know why? You got to be aggressive in life. And the reason why I may be a little over-aggressive is because when you got nothing to lose. Okay? So you got to get out there and just try and push. And let me tell you something. Everybody's a number. Everybody, it's all about being a number, and everybody has the strength and the ability to just push their way in. You got to push, baby, push. Good thing Aaron's sitting here. I'd be in trouble. All right, what else you got?
252 lay low. Thanks for the $10. I bought my first house cash from a real estate agent without doing a title search or getting title insurance.
What?
He signed the warranty deed. Is this enough? Do I still need to get a title insurance?
Listen, I'm just going to tell you what I do. I would never, ever, ever, how many times can I say ever? All right? 100 times I said ever, okay? Ever. I mean never. Ever or never. I would never. Make it a never. Never buy any real estate without making sure you got clean title and a company willing to ensure that you have clean title. So if there's any problems or anybody scamming or pulling some bullshit out there, and let me tell you, believe it or not, people don't realize how many people go to jail over real estate shit. Because people can phony up documents, they can bullshit you. You don't want nothing. You want backup. You want guarantees. You want insurance. You don't want to be a schmuck, and get stuck with something. So, and it don't cost that much. And normally the person selling you the house is supposed to guarantee you clear title. How do they do that? They pay for the goddamn insurance. The seller should pay for the title insurance and guarantee you clean title to sell it to you. Just like a car. You're not going to buy a car with a goddamn loan against it or anything recorded. So you need a title search that checks everything recorded against that property. Because there could be some shit in there that you don't know about, and then you later on the guy's got your money, and go try and find it or get the money back from him. That shit ain't happening. So I'm a firm believer. I hate to pay it when I sell, but because I know my shit's clean. But you got to do it. Clean title. You're owning something. You want to make sure it's 100% clean. What else you got?
So we have a few last super chats, and
No calls.
And then
you cutting off the calls.
We don't have calls. And
Nobody wants to call. That's unbelievable. I don't believe it.
Plus, Carla is looking around. So
what?
Carla is looking around.
So
late for dinner.
So I run the show in this place here.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
What else you got?
All right, Terry, thank you for 2 Canadian. Swazi, thank you for 5. William, thank you for $4.99. And then Parasailing the Past, he's laughing. What they need to do is what they need to do over there is dredge out and sand and install rocks like our side.
That's right. And it costs money, big money. Okay? And really the problem was caused by the authorities that did the beach and the bridges and all that stuff. That's part of that's where taxes need to be spent. Keeping the waterways right, keeping the roads right. They need to come in there and dredge that shit out and protect the land, the people that own the land. I don't own the water. The water is actually owned by the state. I actually have to pay for the land under the water. I have what they call an underwater ground lease with the state of Florida. Submerged land lease. I didn't know nothing about that until I moved to Florida. So that's, they need to step in and do something about it. But the problem is these politicians are all worried about this and that instead of the problem, and they all just need to say, hey, we got a problem here. Let's just solve it. Simple as that,
All right. Well, thank you everybody for
All
joining
right.
the Ben
Good
Maher
luck.
podcast.
Good night. And adios, amigos.
And
And
go
what?
Rays.
Go Rays. Where are you going? I don't understand. We're playing a World Series for the first time and there's no fans. That's crazy. And I don't know. Crazy, man, crazy. Are they going to have the Super Bowl in Tampa? At least I'll get 3 days of business, maybe. But if the fans don't come, they ain't going to have no business. So what's the story now? We're going to play sports with nobody coming to them, I guess.
Well, they opened up.
Pay-per-view is going to make a fortune,
The
boy.
Bucks. I know the Bucks opened up to season pass holders from a certain year.
Season pass holders, that's only a handful of
And-
people.
Yeah. And they also did a certain percentage. And I think the suites. They're opening the suites.
Well,
But
we ain't going. Adios. Bye.